Dayton Dunbar, currently the number 1 ranked team in the state of Ohio, according to the JJHuddle.com Power Poll for Division II, beat Canton McKinley 64-51 on Tuesday night, December 28th at Dunbar's Gym in Dayton, Ohio. The Wolverines played without their 6'6" junior post player Gary Akbar due to a badly chosen gerund phrase that he uttered to two different officials on two different occasions the other night against Jefferson. And while we here at the MVP podcast applaud the college level syntax that was used, in the end it just added up to handing the Bulldogs an advantage that they didn't earn. Canton McKinley gave that advantage right back this afternoon when head coach Greg Malone failed to make the trip to Dayton and was replaced for the time being by Dave Thompson. And I might say that the Bulldogs responded well in this game. This game was tied as late as 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Keontae Brown, son of Richard Tutu Brown, had 21 points to lead Dunbar in this game. Deontay Hawkins had 12 and Roger Williams added 10. The margin in this contest would have been substantially larger if Dunbar would have been able to make their foul shots. And while Canton McKinley was making 16 of 20 at the charity stripe, the Wolverines were 21 for 36. Canton McKinley simply played great defense in this contest, but so did Dunbar. Dunbar held their leading scorer, Devontae Williams, to 12 points in this contest. Cecil Smith joined him in double figures with 10 for the Bulldogs. As you can tell from the video, Dunbar throws every press that head coach Pete Poland has ever seen at everyone they play, and he's always looking for new ones. And it wasn't that the Bulldogs couldn't get the ball up the court, that when they did get the ball up the court, they couldn't do anything with it once they got there. But make no mistake, this was tournament level basketball. I'm not talking about like regional level basketball. I'm talking about state tournament level basketball. At 3-2, McKinley hasn't been and won't be anytime soon listed among the top 10 teams in the state of Ohio. But the truth is Division I is loaded this year. There's 30 teams maybe that could win it all, and Canton McKinley is part of that calculus. But the truth is, this is one seriously storied program, even by Dunbar standards. McKinley finished second in the state of Ohio in 1987 because they lost to Dayton Dunbar that year. That was a great Dunbar team with Mike Haley Jr., Mark Baker, Kirk Taylor, and Ronaldo O'Neill. It's a team that would have won 2 state championships in a row if Beaver Creek didn't expose the fact that no one had beaten their press in 2 years. They didn't know what to do when Beaver Creek broke it, and the Beavers shot nothing but layups the rest of the day. But that was a great team, make no mistake about it. It was the number 1 ranked team in the United States of America at the time. Since then, Dunbar has won 3 more state championships, frankly 3 of the last 5 state championships in D2. We started this by talking about Canton McKinley. Canton McKinley is Ohio's all-time number 1 ranked winner in terms of winning percentage, and that goes for the United States of America too. They've had more winning seasons than any other team in the entire country. And while they've only won championships in 1984, 2005, and 2006, they've played in the final game an amazing 11 times over the years. Before the playoffs, they won the Associated Press Poll Championships 8 times. But Dunbar won this game because they were more tournament tested than the Bulldogs. They won this game because they knew how to win a tight game at the end. Taken in concert with last week's win over Jefferson, one has to be seriously impressed by the Dunbar Wolverines and their chances to repeat as state champions in D2 for the state of Ohio.
I think the last time Dunbar played was for the state championship in '87. I think I was saying right. I think we lost to them in '84 in the state championship.
Right.
So they're winning this program in Ohio.
Right.
I'll check you out.
Just a tough physical game. I mean, once they got their legs under them, they kind of got back into the game. But a real come out with a W on this.
Yeah, that was a grinder for us.
Yeah.
Especially without missing a little piece, and everybody had to step up. I thought really Mario Gita played real well for us. He didn't that point wide, but he rebounded. He showed a little toughness that he hadn't been showing in the other game. So I told him he had to step up this game because we were missing a family member, so he had to come in and do his job. He did a great job for us.
This is the kind of team and game that you really want to get for you guys.
Right. This kind of helps, and it sends a message to those people up in the Northeast too. So
it's also the kind of game that if you were less experienced, you would have lost. I mean, you were tied in the fourth quarter, you know, and you were setting them to the line, and you know, if you were less battle tested, don't you lose this game?
Yeah, we do. But the thing about it, and I said the last game, our kids have that heart, and you just can't measure. And we do some silly stuff to dig ourselves in a hole. We always come through the majority of the time to get ourselves out of the hole. It's frustrating.
Win championships, so that's our emphasis. Our kids know that. That's our coaching philosophy. We're going to continue to do that. We're going to continue to work to be a better team.
Right.
We have some individuals that haven't had a lot of varsity experience, so this is their fifth game varsity experience. We're 3-2 now. We play East Tech on Thursday, so tomorrow we have to have an afternoon practice to get ready for them. They're a real opponent.
It's just a real tough, physical, a lot of talking, a lot of elbowing.
That's state tournament basketball. When we went down there our first trip with a very good group when Raymar Morgan was a sophomore, and one of the individuals from our staff, Marcus Parker, was a sophomore. We played against Hamilton, and that what we learned from that game, losing that game, was it's physical when you get to the Final Four. We learned from it, and we were fortunate to able to respond to that and win back-to-back.
A 4-hour,
3.5-hour drive. We have a good bus driver.
But it's worth the trip, though. I mean,
yes, sir.
And you know, I mean, you came down here to learn a lesson, and you were tied in the fourth quarter, as I was telling Coach Pullen, and you were in position to do what you wanted to do. You didn't get it done. Maybe next time you know how.
Well, this is the thing. We will learn from this, and we learn from a great coach and Coach Pullen. Very good coach, has his team ready to play all the time. They're an aggressive team. That's what we're going to become. We're going to become a championship caliber team like Dayton Dunbar Wolverines.